Hello everyone, I am Binky, and today we will be covering how you can get the RBB chain and RBB crystal ball. Let's start with the RBB chain. So to get the RBB chain you must guess 50% of the winners correctly from all rounds, meaning you need at least 7 correct. To get the RBB crystal ball, however, you must guess the winner of the championship correctly. Now to help you out in properly choosing the winners of each round and the winner of the entire championship, I have done research on each participating YouTuber and also on each participating game in this season. The full document is in the description, however, I will now go over who I think will win using my research and explain why, so you do not have to read the whole document if you are just interested in copying my votes. Let's start with round 1. The first round, which will actually already be played tomorrow, is Think Noodles vs Creek Craft. I think Creek Craft is going to win, as he has just in general played Piggy much more, not only beating chapters but also playing the game in his streams a ton and beating almost every chapter a lot of times. Next, we have Films vs Ominous Nebula. I think Ominous Nebula will win this. He has always been very good at Funky Friday and was even considered one of if not the best Funky Friday players. Even though Films is good too, I still think Ominous Nebula will win from him. Next up, Leah Ash vs Yam Sana. I think Yam Sana will win this, as she plays more actual games, instead of Leah Ash who do a mix of reactions to sometimes playing games. This is a pure guess however, so I am not certain about this one, and if you think otherwise you should feel free to vote Leah Ash. And lastly, for the left side of round 1, Ibella vs Megan Plays. I think Megan Plays will win this. She has more experience in Bloxburg compared to Ibella, since Megan Plays builds/decorates houses in Adopt Me, which could give her an advantage as she would know how to properly decorate houses to look nice. This is however again another guess, so feel free to vote for Ibella if you want to. Starting off on the right side of round 1, Calixo vs Dennis. I think Calixo will win this, as we have seen that Calixo is capable of being very good at parkour when he fought for a Season 3 spot against Sketch, which I think will again be shown in this round within Super Golf. Next up we have Flamingo vs Jang. I think Flamingo will win this one, as he has played Wacky Wizards just as much as Jang has, but also I know that Flamingo really tries to not upset his fans, so he will definitely try to sweat and win the championship. Next, a very easy one, Pinkleaf vs Jackeries. This isn't debatable. Someone who is good at first-person shooters won't win against a god in parkour when they are playing Tower of Hell. No questions asked, Pinkleaf wins this. And now the final round 1 match, Tankra vs Bandits. I think Tankra is going to win this, even though they are friends and both upload the same Bed Wars content pretty much, and have both played Arsenal. I think Tankra just has a bigger advantage since he was always the best at Arsenal already. Now before we move on to round 2, I ask if you could please drop a like and subscribe, as it helps me out and it's the only nice thing you can do after me researching all this stuff for you guys. In addition, you will also get notified when the guitar, drums, and microphone items and even the final battle items have been found, since I will upload a video on it immediately when it gets found. The first match for round 2 will be Creekcraft vs Ominous Nebula. Creekcraft is of course going to win this. He has played Sonic Speed Simulator in his streams in the past while Ominous Nebula never has, which gives Creekcraft a clear advantage, and will win. Next for round 2, we have Yam Sana vs Megan Plays. Yam Sana will win this because Megan Plays does more variety of content and reacting, while Yam Sana focuses on almost purely Adopt Me content, which gives her a clear advantage. Next up is Calixo vs Flamingo. As far as I know, Calixo has never played Build a Boat for Treasure while Flamingo has, which gives him a clear advantage as he will have more knowledge about the game and how he can best build his ships. And finally for round 2, Pinkleaf vs Tankra. Tankra will win this as Jailbreak will most likely involve combat with guns, which Tankra will easily win with. Now for the battle back, Ominous Nebula vs Megan Plays vs Calixo vs Pinkleaf. The battle back is where all the contestants that lost in round 2 fight for a spot in the finale. I think Pinkleaf will win this, as the game is Mount Everest and it has parkour parts, which gives Pinkleaf a clear advantage. And now the most important match, the finale, Creekcraft vs Flamingo vs Yam Sana vs Tankra vs Pinkleaf. I think in the end Creekcraft, Flamingo, and Tankra have a good chance of winning. However, I have to go with Creekcraft as I do not see Tankra winning back-to-back and Flamingo just is not sweaty enough in my opinion. So this is up to you guys mostly. But if you want you can just copy me fully and choose Creekcraft. That is it. That's all you have to do to get the RBB chain and airbag crystal ball. You should still have 5 hours left to vote as of the time I am finishing editing this. If you enjoyed this, then firstly a like would be very appreciated, and if you want to know when the other items have been found or become obtainable, then subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification when I post a tutorial on them. Have a fantastic day and hopefully see you next time.